Good morning to you. I am Mark Sudduth, and here's what's up in the tropics for Tuesday, the 4th of October, 2022. Got a couple of areas to watch now of growing interest in the Atlantic Basin. First, to the east-southeast of the Windward Islands, this is 91L. And then our area out here to the west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands, we have 92L. Both of these systems, as we expand to the 5-day map, look like they could go on to develop. 92L there in red will stay out over the eastern Atlantic, and even if it does develop, it'll be far from land. But 91L down here in the same general area where Ian got started, we're going to have to watch this as it tracks towards the Windward Islands first. It will bring some impacts, and then it should track into the Caribbean Sea. The faster it moves, the more it is likely to move into Honduras and Nicaragua. If it moves slower, that would allow the pattern to change more, and it could gain more latitude, potentially up into the northwest Caribbean Sea. This is still at least 5 days out, so we'll have to wait and see how things evolve with that. Meanwhile, in the East Pac, we have Tropical Storm Payne, very weak and disorganized, nothing really to worry about in terms of any impacts. And the area in yellow, that goes for that as well. Nothing to really be concerned with that system. So looking at the wide shot here of the Atlantic Basin, there's 91L right there. Here is 92L, and up here, right off the mid-Atlantic states, yes, the ghost of Ian, as I like to call it, still hanging out, bringing some rain to parts of the east and the northeast, and some gusty winds and coastal flooding concerns for parts of the mid-Atlantic. About another day or so, and then that will finally move out, and we will be completely done with this saga of Ian and the remnants of it up there. So looking at a satellite shot here, zoomed in on 91L, you can tell it is definitely organized over the nighttime hours. There is an upper level low to its north, and that's imparting some shear to the system, but not detrimental enough to keep this from organizing. And it will track towards the Windward Islands, so you folks in Barbados and areas south and west from there, even down to Trinidad and Tobago, you are going to want to watch this closely because there will be some squally weather headed your way over the next couple of days. Looking at the very early guidance package, a pretty tightly clustered envelope of different models overall, with the consensus generally being into Central America. However, again, if this moves slower, it would allow the pattern to change more around the system, and it could allow it to gain more latitude, possibly tracking into the northwest Caribbean Sea, maybe more into the direction of Belize and the Yucatan north from there. We'll have to wait and see. This is the 5-day GFS here from the 6Z run, and even at the end of the 5 days right there, it's just beginning to start to get organized more, and then we'll have to just see what the pattern shows at that point in time, and then there on out. There's really not a lot of indication that this will make it up towards the Gulf of Mexico, but it is still too early to completely rule that out. The first area of concern, of course, will be for our friends down in the Windward Islands, and then from there we will see how things pan out. All right, I'll be back and take a look at everything closer with my hurricane outlook and discussion video later today. Again, that'll be in much more detailed form, so stay tuned for that. As always, thanks for tuning in to What's Up in the Tropics. I am Mark Sudduth. I'll be back with more for you later today.